Oh, huh. We're live, and I'm showing my screen, and I want to not show my screen.
Welcome to live.
Welcome to Tips Tuesday. I'm Laura Rubenstein with the fabulous Tessa Ashford. Hi, Tessa.
Hi.
Hi, friends. We are talking Tips Tuesday. What is our tips today? We are talking graphic design. So many people are able to now. We have so many tools. You may have heard of Canva. You heard of Canva, of course.
Everyone.
Who hasn't, right? But there are so many other tools that we are going to cover today. And if you are using Canva, that's great. Don't stop. I haven't, but I have 8 other tools. And Tessa, you've introduced me to a few of them. So, um, and the cool thing is, I mean, I think there was this really big surge of those tools not too long ago, and lots of them have come up since, and they've become easier, and each one has a slightly different bent to it and benefit. So we're going to go through a few of them and hopefully you'll enjoy. So we're going to hop in. Let's see. The first one I actually want to talk about is Relay That. You may not have heard of this, Relay That. And I'm going to put in the chat the Relay That link so that y'all have it. And we have all kinds of links for you today so that you can stay current on that. But and in full disclosure, a lot of these are my affiliate links. But Relay That looks it's pretty. At first, I was like, well, I don't know if I like it. But here's what I love about it: you can take a design. These are their pre-designed templates, and you start with any one of them, and you can morph them into
Right.
anything you want.
And what you're
Right?
seeing here is a set, not just one image, right? So you're like,
Exactly. You can. So if I like, pick a color, pick a row. Test.
oh gosh, the one that has the table background, let's say.
Give me a clue where that one is.
Oh, it's row 2, 2 and column 4. Oh, just pick one.
Pick one?
Anyway, yeah.
Okay. I haven't done this one, so this is cool. So you just click on it, and hopefully it goes in there, and it creates the square, right? But then say I didn't want a square, I wanted a YouTube cover. So I click on YouTube there, which was under social over here, and voila, look at all these really cool designs I have that I can choose from. Now I can change the picture. I can upload a photo of my own, right? I can say, okay, I like, thank you. Or I have a flower or something. So say I wanted to make it like this, and oops, did I get
Well,
the
I don't know if it uploaded.
no problem. So we'll just go with something else on my graphics, which would be under my graphics.
But it has the color palette, it has the photos, it
Yeah,
has
it's
all
coming
these
up if you see
components.
on the
Yeah.
back side. It's got, yeah. So say that again about the color. Tell us about the color.
Oh, well, if you have a color palette that is your business, then you can just quickly change those, and then all of the items down the left-hand column update with your colors, your fonts, and your text, and the main logo, basic things that you're going to keep consistent. So it's really easy when you're trying to create that diverse feed. It's your
Exactly.
brand and it's consistent, but it's diverse enough that people aren't bored with your images.
Right. Exactly. So, and why? Oh, it did bring in the thank you image. I
Mhm.
could go and get another. I can change text. I can take out text. I can move text. What I can't do is move this orange bar. I have to like that orange bar, because that's in the design itself. But a lot of this I can, change. I can change. They have all kinds of fonts. They have all kinds of sizes. Oh, maybe I don't like this design after I go back to layout and say, maybe I want the thank you kind of behind here, right? It's just the coolest. And then, like you said, Tess, down here, you got all kinds of versions. Maybe I want a,
You might have to take your banner off because we can't see the
oh, yeah,
versions.
yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Yep, there are
Amazing.
versions underneath it, even for that one specific one you're on. So
So,
the
yeah,
size, yes.
like, okay, so on the left side, they give you all kinds of options for the YouTube, right? Like, oh, that's pretty, like kind of, sort of. We're doing, yeah, we're doing it here. And I already have some uploads. I have just for this workspace, but I have all kinds of uploads here where, I could I could change the background. I could change the background instantly, right? And, put something else in here, like a picture, right? It's like pretty cool.
It's very
So,
flexible.
yeah, it's super flexible. It's super, has a lot of things for different people in here. You can put your logo in. So say I don't want the hammer, but I want my logo. Instead, instead of clicking that, I think I can just drag it right over there. Yep. Boom. And it's done. Or I could have dragged it right here. And say I don't want the medium text in the middle, I can uncheck it and it's gone. And then say, now that I've removed the banner, down below, I want a different size. I want um, I want a Pinterest pin, or I want a half page, of a half page fold, or I want a vertical story. I want to turn this into a story. Those are hot today, right? So
And you
say
can download it right now where it's at. So let's say you created your image and then you download that one and you're going to just grab the other images so that you can put correct image size on the correct platform. So you can download, then go find the others, other designs that you want to do. So it reduces the time that you're spending on your graphics, and makes it pretty easy for people who are not graphic savvy.
right. So
Right.
like a different color, we can go with that, or with a red or something. We can do all kinds of things here. Crazy. I'm not the best color designer, as you can tell,
You're
but
doing great.
there you go. And once again, here is the Pinterest pin, I like the vertical story, how they do it, right? Like, wow, in
Yeah.
just an instant, I got a new design. I could choose
So
a different backdrop. I love these things just by putting in place, a few images. Oh, by the way, they also have stock photos, and all of them are free. There's no upgrading to paid, so you don't have to sift through and try to find the best image for your like, oh, is it free? Is it not free? I love the idea. So here I think I can just put it, if you get it, you click on
And
the
so
drag and you get it right
this
there.
is a free version. So is this one, I know that there was a paid
This is a
version.
paid. This is a paid tool, but it's very reasonable. And I don't know about the free version, to tell you the truth. That's a good question. We should look at it. But really, we want to show functionality today of all the different things you can do. So that's Relay That. The next one that I want to show everyone is Visme. Have you heard of Visme? You may or may not have heard of Visme, but it is a really cool tool because it has presentations. It's really a great one for presentations. It's a great one for infographics, and it's a great one for interactivity. So you can, and also collaboration, because you can add comments and announcements to your designs and invite others to view and collaborate on them. You do
Oh,
need
that is
you do
nice.
you do need a certain level to do that as well, but that's a new feature on here. And they have a lot of graphics, text with icons and
Oh,
presets. It's really cool. So I could just put that right there, and I've got a whole clip art, so to speak. I've got, they've got the icons, but in the basics, that's where I was. You have header text, you have header designs as well, you know.
gosh, I love this picture that you have for your background of Transform Today shows.
Yeah, looks familiar, huh?
Beautiful.
Yeah, and so here you can easily duplicate them and do different versions. And I just had fun exploring it. They have preset diagrams. So it's a cross between Microsoft Word and all these graphic tools in a sense,
Or like PowerPoint almost a little
and
bit.
PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely. PowerPoint. And they have media. You can do imagery. You can do video in here. You can do audio in here. You can do online content in here. So you can really create. It's a tool that's a little different than other tools. Let's go to see what they say on Visme. I've done previous Visme tool overview in the past, but it's really about the differentiator is for documentation and flyers and timelines and graphs, and there's just so many different
Oh,
things.
right, infographics. Okay, that's where I knew
It,
this
this is
one.
this is
This
the
one is
huge
infographic.
infographic one. I've done several infographics on Visme that have come out very nicely. I
And that's
really,
big if you're thinking about how many places you can use one piece of content. Pinterest can take an infographic beautifully because they're longer design anyway. You can post it on your website, you can post it around LinkedIn. So you can, if you're trying to explain a concept and you have, more than 2 items, maybe go over here, do it in Visme and create a cool infographic.
yeah. So we have a bunch more to go through, but Visme, I do invite you to check out. I just put the link in the chat, and yeah, so I don't think this goes over to my personal page where it's interesting we're using StreamYard and it's a great tool. And I think when I comment, the only limitation is it doesn't go to um, the personal one, but I can do that. Yeah. Hi, Deborah. Yeah, really, that's awesome. So, yeah, there's that one.
Yes. I
Okay.
mean,
The
Laura's
next
been
one,
great about she always finds the best, newest, cool tools anyway. So I
I
love that.
wanted you to actually go through something, and I'm going to take
Mhm.
my screen share off.
Sure.
Crello. Would you go through Crello?
Oh, sure. Well, actually, you know what? I don't know if
Because Crello is on a lifetime deal right now, and we're going to give you the link to that lifetime deal, that's what I like to do is buy them as lifetimes.
yeah, I haven't claimed mine yet, so you have to do it.
Oh, you haven't? Okay,
No,
I will do
I've used it before with other clients and theirs, so I know it's awesome, but
it is, and it's kind of the alternative to, would you say Canva? Like that's
Oh,
kind of the
definitely.
closest to
Mhm.
Canva. I gotta edit this. I just posted into my personal and it's a little messed up. So let me just
Well,
do
it's
that.
on a special right now. So with AppSumo, and Laura has a link, but it's I'm really getting quite addicted to it so far.
To Absumo or to Crello?
Yes.
Yes, to both.
Oh, to Crello mostly.
Okay, cool. Okay, well, so I haven't used it though. I have just let it rip here. So let's see. Here's the Crello
Yes,
deal.
it's very much like Canva. So you'll definitely feel right at
Okay,
home.
so let's see.
Yeah.
First time going through this, babes. All right, we've got uh,
Sorry, new computer, that's why.
yeah, new software. So you're seeing, so I like to tell people that when we get on software, it's just like you getting on software. And you can make a custom size or you have all these templates. And that seems to be pretty standard nowadays to have lots of templates, but they have a lot of cool ones. And then I just clicked all the way on that right and it took me to this one.
I think what
So
I found in Crello is that there's a lot more of the animated, they're very much active story templates and everything. So you get a lot of animations or slight movement, which is what everyone wants in their social media right now. So it has a bunch more animations than I've seen over in Canva.
okay, I actually haven't activated my pro account, so I'm still on the free account.
Oh, you do that too. I don't, I love it. I can't log into the new one because, or my client's one. So, well,
That's
we'll
okay. I think I
have
can
to demo
activate it at some point
Trello.
here.
Yeah.
But
Wait,
Crello is very much like it looks like Canva, it acts like Canva. You can do pretty much everything, but I hear
but,
the interface is a little bit more smooth than that.
um,
Why don't you do GIMP and I'll see if
sure.
we can come back to this one and I'll remove my screen and put your screen up.
Yeah, so GIMP, and it's free. There's a free version. There's also a paid version you can upgrade to, but it's free to use. And it's like it's a version. To me, it's like a very easy to use Photoshop, or not really like a Adobe Illustrator, but definitely like Adobe Photoshop. So a lot easier to apply textures and to put in graphics, to edit your files. So if you need something that truly does have that Photoshop feel and a lot more flexibility, you can use this and open files. So everyone has run into this at a time or another where they had some image that they couldn't get access to or a PDF that they couldn't edit. And so this will import it in and give you that capability to edit. You can also export out as as the file. So I'm bringing this in. It's just a PNG. I can add things. I can add textures. That's probably the hardest thing that people tell me about is adding textures inside images in Photoshop. So, and I'm not super talented at Photoshop, but I can get around in GIMP. And then exporting it out, which is the other big thing. Once you do your edits or you make tweaks or change a couple of the colors, they have the same things like the color, color eyedropper, so you can pick colors, and then the wizard hand here, the wand to select an image and take away backgrounds. I know Canva does it now, but you can actually select the areas. This is really definitely going to help you to, clean up your images. But once you're done, you can save it as an EPS file. So you can give that to somebody. It's going to be a higher quality image. So that's what
GIMP, is this free, by the way?
This one is, you can get I downloaded this one. I've downloaded it on my computers. I've never had to pay for it, but I think there is a version that is the pro version.
And you can take away backgrounds?
Yeah. Yes.
And did I hear you say on Canva you can take away backgrounds?
Yes, you can. And we'll show you. I didn't know about that. That's pretty cool too.
Show us. That is the next thing you have to show.
Yes.
Huge.
Yes. Canva, yes. So this is actually, it's pretty darn accurate. So Canva, I'm just gonna make this a little bigger. I have a giant screen. So I obviously use Canva an awful lot. So if I wanted to pull in an image, well, here, let's take this one. We're gonna take off some background for this one. So if I have this image and I click on the image, and I know I'm selecting my image because I know where it's at, I can move it around. You click on effects, and then there's this background remover. And it finds the person pretty accurately. Sometimes you have to do it a couple times.
Woo!
I know. Yeah. And a lot of people have to send their photos out and get that, like, hey, can you remove this background? I mean, sometimes if you have hair, like on mine, if I have flyaway hair, it gets kind of confused and you might have to tweak it. But yeah, pretty impressive.
Wow.
But same thing as what we were looking with Crello. There's tons.
And that's the paid version of.
I am on paid, but the reason why I'm on paid is because I want to share. I want to be able to share my files. I think
you can share them as free too.
Yes, you can't share. I think you can't have teams. Is that right? Like teams and brands.
You can have you can have one brand, and you can have a team for sure. But yeah, you can't remove those backgrounds until you're a pro.
So that might be why. But for $12, I think it is $12 a year or a month for me, and it's well worth it. But this is brands. So if you have brands, you can actually put them in so that you can always have the same colors. And then when you're going to your designs, you can just grab those colors in the side. When you're picking color, it's going to show you those brands down the side here. So I do think that's helpful. The colors from the images that are when you bring in an image, it's going to find the document colors, which saves you a ton of time.
I love that. I love that we have these brands. We have not only that, you have an area where you can put in logos, so you can just find them. You can make folders. This is for the pro account. And I have been using the free account because I've had so many other, software that I use that either I bought as a lifetime deal or also have a free version that I'm like, oh, I need to resize it. I'm going to go to Relay That. Or I'm going to go to Crello, or I'm going to go to one of my other things that I have. So if I can do it in another system and I don't have to pay for yet another system, then that would be good. And that's kind of why we're showing this, because, if I want a big cover image and I don't really know what I want, I'm going to go to the different templates on the different sites and see which one makes an easiest template. I know when I want to create social media graphics and I want to create a lot for like a book or for a campaign, I'm going to go to Relay That, because it's so easy to do multiple designs in the same genre. What do you call that, Tess? You have a name for it, like in the same look and feel. Do you know?
Yeah.
You have a mood board. It's like
it's your brand. It's your style. style board. I don't know. I was just going to actually show that, though. It's very similar to what you're saying. When you, somebody showed me this, Kai, who you've had on your Social Biz Club before. I didn't even know you could do this, where you could see them as squares, but a lot of people see them in Canva like this, and they didn't even know that they could go to the card view, which helps you to keep your brand consistent. So card view is huge if you're doing social media posts and you want them to all have a similar style or theme. So your overall brand. But I just thought that was, I don't know why, I had no clue that we could do this, but then you can make sure that things are looking the way you want them to.
Woohoo. All right. So that is Canva. We are, Canva is a fave. Yeah.
I have to say, this is the last really cool thing. Same as what we were talking about with Crello, with the animations and whatnot. If you go into stories, you'll see it even here on these pre-designed template sizes, right? So it can do video, and you can export out a video, so that even when you're doing a regular image, you can actually export it as a video, and it animates in a way that you decide. So sometimes if you just need a little bit of animation, you can actually download it as an animated image. So I'm going to just take this one super quick because I know we're running out of time, and go to download and then pick a video. So it's down in here, MP4. Now, do you see how it says animate right here? I can pick what kind of animation I want for that. And this is just super, super soft animation. Like if you don't have video tools, right? So you're going to just create something really quick. You can set how long that is going to go for, what kind of animation it's going to do, and you can download that as a video. If you just want that one image as the video, so you're not doing a set of slides. Like you can literally do mini video production in these tools. So this one, I just export video for page 1. It's going to do that animation. So I thought that was fun.
Awesome. That is totally rocks, to be able to do the animation in Canva, in Crello, and then there's 2 other tools that I want to show. One is called Design Wizard. designwizard.com, and then it takes you in there, and that's a cool one. That they have a free version, so it's a nice way to be able to do some things you couldn't do. I think they do a resizing for free that Canva doesn't. I think that's what it does. Let me just take a look real quick. So I'm in here. If I wanted to take this was a Facebook cover, and I think I turned it into a Twitter cover for free, right? So if we have a Facebook cover, and I think you can have five for free. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this, but they too have like nice design categories, and you can okay, well, all right, do you wish to save the design? You can discard it.
Your other one,
yeah. Right. And I didn't. This is just a test. If I want to do beach, I wonder what comes up. And look at that, all kinds of things come up with the beach. We can go surfing, and these are, all Facebook covers. And then image editor, video editor, this is new. So you can do video just like you were showing before, except this is video. This is like
a video editor.
Video editor. So they actually have, it looks like, some free and some paid versions, and then you can have, let's see what happens with
Design Wizard. Got it.
Design Wizard. So that's like, okay, well, we can now edit this, and I believe you can take you make your own smile, take your own so you can take out this.
We have a couple people, Donna, Stephanie, and John, that just popped on, and they're over in the chat. So I just wanted to say
the blonde person caught their eyes.
Yes, Design Wizard, and it's just designwizard.com or app.designwizard.com.
Well, when you log in, it goes to app, but if you go to designwizard.com, and let me put a link here for you all, just so it works for you. In the chats. Yeah, Design Wizard, you got it. So that's kind of a fun one that is very little known, but they are really solid. And then there's Designer with 2 R's and no E, second E. Design R. I guess it's Design RR. That's it. Anyway, yes, .io. Thank you. Because if you go to the .com, you'll get some guy in another country, and that's fine. But we want to send you to the Designer
Right.
like like a pirate, something like that. Anyway, the here you it's all about creating ebooks. It takes Word docs or PDFs and turns them into ebooks. I've had to spend a bit of time learning their interface, but it is pretty cool, and I have created some really fun ebooks that look really good, and it just has taken me longer than the promise of what I thought it would take to edit it. But once you get the editing down, and they're very helpful, they have a good help here. So you could start a new project, and there is a fee for this one as well, but they have a lifetime. I think I put the link for the lifetime in there. So yeah, you all have that in the links.
And
And you can
ebooks
start
are
from a
really
template. You can then they also you can I believe in my media manager. Oh yeah, you can put in your own images or stock photos that you buy. And then they can even transcribe audios. So if you have a podcast and you want to turn it into an ebook, this is the one you want to use.
Oh, wow, that's a nice feature.
Yeah. So and they'll give you designs like this design that I did for vision loss. This was their design. I just edited the text basically on here.
Oh,
And then
a lot of people don't know where to start when they want to create a freebie or a magnet, a lead magnet.
yeah,
So
this was a Word document, and look how much better it looks as a PDF that has been designed, that I didn't have to design. I just put in the words, okay? And it looks so much better. And when somebody prints it out or looks at it, it just looks like I know what I'm doing, right?
great.
And so we want to make you look professional with do-it-yourself items. So have at it, people.
That's a great tool. Thank you.
Yeah. So we've got so many. They're in the chat. If you have questions, we are at transformtoday.com. That's where we blog about these things, and we're always here for you with our Tips Tuesdays, most Tuesdays.
We try.
We try, but we welcome your questions, and we can get to them on future episodes. If you want to private message us, that's fine too. Thank you so much. We had, I don't know, 8 different tools. Let's go through them. Crello, Canva, Design Wizard, Relay That, GIMP. What else did I go through?
Designer.
Visme and Design RR. Yes. Use those, and there may have been a couple more that you find. If there's some that you like, let us know, because we always want to know more. Our tech stack is forever growing. We acknowledge that. We accept that. We don't resist it. In fact, we are addicted to it. If we have to be honest here, let's be honest.
Yep, I solve things with software. That's my thing. Technology.
And sometimes they're shiny objects, and I don't feel like we have to chase after shiny objects all the time. But sometimes there are tools that make life so much easier in the world of the visual world we're in, and this is one of the areas I go after. This and social media management tools seem to be my thing. But we'll be back next week with a very cool tool that you're going to want to know that you can make a difference in somebody's day. So we're going to not spill the beans just yet, but thank you, Tessa. Any last words you want to leave people with?
Just to have a really good week, guys. We'll talk to you next week.